Because my entire life is based on science. Not only my job, Naukri science like chemistry, but my very life. Dr. Sanklaja tells me, your very life is only science. And Apurva Dagdi tells me, the very space and the earth, it is all science. The very word science, what does it mean? It is derived from the root science, which means to know. So, Madam was telling about all this in Jnaneshwari and Gita. So there we look at inside. But my material science makes you look at outside. And if these two are balanced, science inward and science outward, then you become miracle. You just see how happy he is when he is making a concept. He forgets everything else. And then the music is also science. So the very word, as I told you, is to know. And to know is very important, because unless you know, your life has no meaning and it cannot be lived properly also. Therefore, observing the Science Day is telling all of us, try to know. Know more about your environment, more about yourself, more about all the other things that make life possible. Because we just take a lot of things as granted. Now the way you hear me, this is science, and this color is science, this mic is science, and your dress is all science. Your whole body, Sanklaja sir will tell you, millions of factories are working. Dr. Madam's factory is working in Ambad, but the factory within us, they are all working here, and that is not just one factory and 10 units, millions of units. We really do not still know how they are working and what makes it possible for them to work. And to put it in a very different note, we don't even know when we die. At the very moment when death takes place, exactly what happens, I don't think anybody knows. Over a period of time, everything degrades and then death happens. But what is it happen that at the very moment, which one stops? I don't think anybody have a clear idea, but we can make a lot of theories. So that is about the importance of science, and that we do it here on a Science Day to commemorate the very many manifestations of science. I would like to have that list of experiments. See, if you look at the list of experiments, it covers just about everything. Whether it is physics, chemistry, botany, zoology, it is going far beyond that, because it is science is interdisciplinary. So there are two aspects. One is applied aspect, one is pure science, where we create ideas, innovative ideas that can be tested. But then the ideas are tested by technology. So this is where you have a very nice marriage between science and technology. And technology without science has no meaning, and science without technology has no purpose. So this is something that you should realize. And another thing that I would like to mention is that Madam mentioned Dr. Raman. He is the only scientist in the whole of India to have got a Nobel Prize, who did all the work in India. We have another half a dozen scientists who have got Nobel Prizes, but they did not work in India. They all work elsewhere. I can mention the name, but that is very unimportant at this point. But what is important is, Raman did work in India, and for the discovery that he made in India, he got the Nobel Prize. Now we are still waiting. After how many years? 80 years, 85 years, for another scientist to come out with a discovery that will give us a Nobel Prize. Therefore, what we would very much want to see as senior scientists, in my generation there is nobody other than C.V. Raman. So I hope there will be someone, maybe from this, one of the alma mater of this school, it can happen. A student from Global Vision International School can go all the way to gain Nobel Prize, because all the other Nobel Prize winners started very, very ordinary, nothing very great. But you already have a head start. So you are given so much of introduction to science and its application, and therefore there is no reason why it should not happen. When I say global vision, I mean the whole of India. Education does not confine in the buildings. It confines, as Madam put it, it is here. Unless we are able to think very bold, and my technology will make it possible to test that idea, nothing much can happen. So I am sure UGC is still trying to improve school education, college education, university education, and our government is trying to do so much to impart a lot of support for the industry and technology. But then we are still very, very, very far behind even China. They are far ahead, I can tell you. Forget about Canada, Australia, Europe and all that, and the United States, of course. They are very far ahead, different. So our fight today is fought with various machines which are obtained from different countries. Not one of them is made in India. They should be made in India. And that can happen when science improves here, when technology improves here. So Science Day, we have to make a resolve. That is the very purpose of Science Day. To make a resolve that we will see that our science and technology will match the standards which are necessary for our development and be one among the powers in all senses. So I wish this program, which is very nicely arranged, all the success, and I'm very happy that the parents gave full support, and the teachers, of course, as a team, they have been all the time working. So I wish the function all success, and I am sure this particular day and the setup that you have given here will make students think, otherwise they could not have put up a project. Then you have done the job, you have made them think, and very rarely we make them think. So this is one of the things that has happened, and I am very happy about it. Thank you very much.